I am Keridwen, the goddess of the harvest, and the overseer of the great astrological sign of Virgo.
Hello, welcome to the Virgo figure in the Glastonbury zodiac. And here we are at that time of the year, the harvest time, as harvest time approaches. This is Virgo time in the alchemical cycle of life. And on the alchemical journey this month, we honour Virgo and the harvest goddess who oversees this beautiful and often misunderstood sign. For Virgo, if we take the true meaning of the sign of Virgo, we're not talking about some secretary or some nitpicking critic. We're talking about the great goddess herself, honoured in the sky with her wheat sheaf or her corn dolly, as the woman to whom we are all beholden through Mother Earth herself. And here in the Glastonbury zodiac, we can really sense the harvest goddess in the landscape. This is a almost entirely agricultural area of the wheel. It's a beautiful area of the zodiac. And here we are in Bab Kari, on her swollen belly. Bab Kari, Babe Kari. And the River Kari, where I'm standing now, paints most of the Virgo figure. Old Mother Kari in local legend. And the River Kari, as it winds its way around, paints her skirt, comes all the way up her body, and then at this point in her figure, the river bends around to create this effect of the swollen belly. And then as we move further up the river, we come to the ancient barrow called Wimple Toot on her breast, where we'll go in a moment. And there's just a feeling, I love being here at this point on the wheel, because it's a special time, turning time of the year, where we've moved from Leo into Virgo, and the golden wheat that has grown and expressed itself and ripened in the fire sign of Leo must now be cut. The Virgo figure on the map. This is aligned north-south. Here you'll see the village of Bab Kari. Out here we have Kenton Mandeville. Out here where her wheat sheaf is. And if we turn her around, we can see her better. And we can see that her skirt and most of her body, in fact the whole of her front of her body, is drawn by the River Kari. Kari turns here and winds around. This is the village of Bab Kari where we are, as I say. And look where it is, right on her swollen belly. This is actually Mary Cain's aerial photograph. And you can see how the figure of the Virgin is marked out. Primarily in her case by the river. This is the shape of the river. But also by roads, field boundaries and so on. Here we've got Kenton Mandeville, the village of Kenton Mandeville, on the wheat sheaf. In Virgo we must discriminate and decide what is useful, what is valuable, to draw out the gifts that nature gives us, and be prepared to discard the rest, or to recycle the rest, so that it can become the base from which new growth can happen in the future. Virgo is really a sign of recycling, reusing. It's a sign of great efficiency. We extract the essence, but nothing is wasted in Virgo. And this is a lesson that we could all do with learning in our culture, of course. And the harvest goddess we honoured in Virgo this month really reminds us of that important lesson.
And at this important time when there is so much suffering and sadness in the world, I invite you to reconnect with the goddess of the land, with the simple rituals of life, so that the fruit of your labour will not go in vain and will produce new seeds of possibilities for the future.
Okay, here we have Bab Kari Church.
the Church of the Holy Cross, which has a fantastic story associated with it, which really reminds us that we're in Virgo territory. And Anthony Thorley will be telling that story on our Virgo walk. This church is extraordinary in that there are so many dedications inside it to women. Very unusual for a church. But there we are. What else would we expect in the Virgo figure than that even the village church should be a shrine to woman? A golden field of wheat ready to be cut and harvested in the sign of Virgo. This is the path that takes us up now to Wimple Toot, the Bronze Age barrow on the breast of the Virgo figure. Quite well guarded secret this, quite hard to get to from the road. You're going to have to know where you're going. And seems appropriate for Virgo, so much associated with her own inner feminine mystery. So here I am now on Wimble Toot, on the breast of the Virgo figure. And it's great to be here again. We were here a year ago on the Alchemical journey, and it just reminds me of how precious this time of the year is. With all the excitement and exuberance and creative outpouring of Leo, we now move into such a different energy in the earth sign of Virgo, where every detail, every moment, every breath becomes a sacred acknowledgement, as a sacred honouring of every small, incremental aspect of life. And that's what we'll be working with on our Virgo weekend on the Alchemical journey. To connect to the magic in the detail, the beauty in the mundane, the profound self-realization that can come in the everyday miracles of life. So I welcome you to come and join us on our Alchemical journey this year on the 21st and 22nd of August. You can find details on our website, thealchemicaljourney.co.uk. I hope to see you there.